I always thought that every strategy was for every student, really. Turn and talk, everyone's talking. If this sometimes this person is, a visual learner, sometimes this one person is the auditory learner. Yes, that's true, but I feel like everyone can contribute those pieces in different ways. After participating in the PD for MathTrust, I found that Black students most definitely need a different approach. Their voices need to be heard. We need to build trust and relationships with our Black students, and they need to be into the math discourse. They need to be talking about math. We need to hear them. We need to see them. One thing during the professional development was the videos of students sharing out. Watching and listening to the videos, I saw me. I saw me in middle school. I saw how I was the student that teachers never really called on. So I would give the answer without being called on because I knew the answer and I wanted to share. It was always, I was being disruptive. I was going to the office. I was always in trouble. But I just loved math. So I felt like I wanted to contribute. And if you didn't call me, I was going to talk. Um, so I saw me in those videos. I would say to the teacher that there's a huge amount of Black students that need our support. We're teachers, we need to show up for them. Many times, Black students specifically are called out for their behavior and never praised in their academics. You know, we need to pick up what their strengths are. So being able to go to these PDs for Black students to help Black students around math, actually any subject, it allows you to make connections with your Black students, um, build on their strengths instead of their weaknesses, and just learn about the culture. Learn about the culture. Learn what your student needs um, to make that connection with them. Like this is an extreme need. Everyone should have this at their school. Everyone. Um, we already see the data behind Black students in reading, in math. We need to show up. We need to do something now. A lot of times it's just slipped under the rug. Oh, we're going to do it next year. We're going to do it. We're going to do it next year. We're going to do it next month. And it never gets done. So we need to show up for our Black students now. I just want to talk on a personal matter about myself. I did grow up in the foster system, and there's a lot of referrals with Black students. There are a lot of Black students being put out of the classroom. Um, and if we look at our numbers with the graduation rate, dropout rate, um, it, it starts with the teacher in the classroom. Um, just like I didn't have that parent to go to, going from foster home or group home to group home, I felt like I was always put out. So imagine a student going through that and then come to school and get put out. That sets them up for failure. I want teachers to be mindful of what the student is growing through when you put that student out. And it might be just a simple talk with the student to know like what's going on. Because a lot of times it could do more damage than good. Um, so we need to do more of keeping our Black students in the class learning instead of like outside in the office. We need to have more engaging lessons, more responsive lessons that connect to our culture. A lot of times we don't see us in the book. We don't see us in the math. We can't make the connection because the lesson has nothing to do with what we can relate to. So that might be something that we can change and support our Black students with.